Hello gamers, it's Kitty99 and today we're back in Dragonflight. We're at the Ruby Shrine in the Waking Shores and we have an awful lot of quests in lots of different places to go and open things up. Now we've got the flags on our map for the Dragonriding races and things, which I have been having a go at on my main character, and the good news is I'm not feeling as sick as I thought I was going to do with the dragon riding, but it isn't very nice to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and do the speak to Lord Andrest about dragon riding, which is the actual introduction to your dragon riding quest. And I must be honest, I'm pleasantly surprised that the dragon riding is much better than it was on the alpha for me personally, because I get very motion sick. So any type of flying thing can often be something that sets my motion sickness off, which makes it very difficult for me to play it. And on the beta, if you saw my playthrough of the starting zone for the Dracthea, you know that I kind of lost control completely of the soar ability and it made me quite ill, so that was a little bit concerning. But luckily it's better than it was on here, because there are options in settings to turn the motion sickness settings on so that it should make you feel less motion sick, and those do seem to work at least a little bit for me. But there are moments, if things get too fast or turns are too fast, where it will make me feel extremely sick, and then I'll just have to walk away from the computer, which is very sad, because I know loads and loads of people are absolutely loving the feature. So let's try and play it through here on this character. I mean, once you've done it once, I don't think you need to redo it for the majority of your characters, unless you specifically choose to play the entire campaign through again, like I've done here with my Dracthea, so I can play it through with you. So I think most of you won't have to replay the dragon riding. And I absolutely love the feature that once you unlock dragon riding, you can turn into a little whelp and follow a friend around.
Let us get started with some quick lessons.
And I have to be honest, that's how I've got the tokens to improve your dragon riding, because my friend Bluegel towed me around the entirety of the islands and picked them all up for me, and because I was really struggling, it was making me really ill to try and pick them up. So thank you so much, Bluegel, took me around and got me all of those tokens to do all the upgrades for the dragon riding. And once you've got all the upgrades, it does improve a little bit if you have motion sickness problems, but you do have to be very careful about how fast you move and how fast you turn your camera, because to be honest, it's still making me feel sick. So I'm really sad about that, because I absolutely adore this game. I know, like, the majority of people, I'd say more than about 80 to 90% of people absolutely adore the dragon riding.
Keep your feet off the ground.
But I have to be honest, I'm really hoping they don't keep using it in future expansions, because it could be the feature that ruins World of Warcraft for me after, gosh, what is it, 15, 16 years now of playing the games, and that would be so sad, because I absolutely adore the game. Right, so what they want us to do is how to glide with your dragon. Let's start with the basics. If you fly straight, you'll wear yourself out right now. Use gravity as an aid and aim slightly down to fly a long distance. The rings will give you the general angle that you should use for basic gliding. First call your drake, then fly through the rings and land at the target location. If you find yourself stuck, use the bronze timepiece and Salomu will reset you. Glide through the rings and land in the target area. So if I take it carefully,
Call upon your drake companion, then drop off the edge while moving forward.
don't try to go too fast. I should, fingers crossed, be okay. Now, where is... wait, where's my dragon companion? Do I not have a dragon? There's the gliding abilities, right? Do they not have... Okay, I don't seem to have the dragon. There's the timepiece. Okay, so where's collections? Where is... My dragon, right, dragon riding mounts are here. So if I pop the dragon riding mount here, maybe. Dragon riding mounts are found at the top of your list. Favourite one to use it with summon random favourite mount. Okay. Right, so what we'll do is we'll use this. Now, so we have to be careful because so this is fine because we're going quite slowly. And it's a very natural, slow angle. But as we go further and further, it gets faster, and that can be a problem because the speed is a problem. And even though I've turned on the motion sickness things, those like plumes at the side of the screen that are there to make you feel even faster, that effect on the side of the screen actually upsets my motion sickness, which is really kind of scary. Because it can make me feel ill, and I love this game so much, I really, really, really don't want this feature to ruin it for me, which is right on the cusp at the moment for me of being a problem, a serious problem. And I know for the majority of people it's not, because my friend Blue Jar absolutely adores it. He thinks it's one of the best features for a really long time. So it's one of those features that again is a bit split, but the majority love it, but there are some people that it's really making us feel ill, so that is actually a problem. It's not just a matter of, and it's not really a matter of you don't use it if you aren't having fun, because it's really integral to the expansion. So it's not a you can choose to use it or not choose to use it, which is kind of really, really sad. Because I can see that they're really trying to do a good job with the expansion. So, anyway, I'm going to try not to complain any more about this, because but I just wanted to warn you that if you see me do anything stupid with dragon riding, this is why. Because my motion sickness is really bad sometimes with this. So, such a shame. Such a shame. Right, now, shut up and let's get on with it, eh, kitty? Right, excellent work. Right, so we've got some points for the Defile Dragon Accord. And he's going to give us another quest. So he's going to pop us back to teach us again.
The sky calls.
How to dive with your dragon. Gliding will get you to where you want to go, but what if you want to get there faster? Diving after jumping from somewhere high will give you a speed boost. Fly through the rings to the target location. If you find yourself stuck, use the bronze timepiece and Saloma will reset you. Dive, then glide through the rings and land in the target area. Right, so
as you aim for the ground,
over this way.
Pick up speed. Use this to fly faster, then level out to reach your destination.
That's really weird voice acting, that. It sounds like somebody from one of the Harry Potter films, and I can't remember which person it is. Where are we going? I'm sorry, where am I supposed to be going? Was I supposed to land here? I was supposed to land on the pillar. I thought he wanted me to go further, because we kind of went to the same destination, but we just went slightly steeper. How to dive with your dragons. That was a really gentle one, so that's not a problem for me. See, that was much better. If you start your fights with the dive, you'll get to where you want to go so much faster. Okay. I don't think there's too much more in the intro stuff. How to use momentum with your dragon. Now, what if there's an obstacle in your way? As long as you fly well, you can conserve your momentum and gain some height after a dive. When you dive this time, you will find your flight path takes you below the landing area. By using your momentum, you can regain lost height at the end of the course to still land on the target area. If you find yourself stuck, use the bronze timepiece and Saloma will reset you. Dive through the rings and land in the target area.
Bess, you are doing marvellously. Finally, a dive can give you enough speed to rise up and over to a higher spot. Use your momentum to reach your destination.
Right, so steeper. Now, right, do you see the trails at the side of the screen? That is actually contributing to my motion sickness. And I can't find a way to turn them off. That would help an awful lot if there was a way to turn those off, Blizzard. Are you listening? Because that would be cool. How to use momentum with your dragon. Well done. The rest is now a matter of practice. And back we go.
The sky calls.
Skytop Observatory. Those are the basics of riding a drake. You're doing quite well. Now I would like to introduce you to some of the others involved in this adventure. We have made a home for ourselves over at the Skytop Observatory. Salurmu will be able to help guide you there. Speak to him when you feel ready to take to the skies. See you there. Travel to the Skytop Observatory in the Waking Shores.
See you up there.
So,
You have a bright future.
thank you. It's very kind of you. See, a Dracthyr who can fly with motion sickness. That's really helpful. Right, so I think it's over this way. It might. Is it this one? I've even forgot which place it is I'm going to. I think it's over this way somewhere. Is it up here? Could be this one. Might be up here? That they want us to go? I'm not sure. We'll figure that out in just a second. But I'm more likely to slam my face into a mountain or into a tree or something. And you're not going to be seeing me going for the fastest times in the race courses. I agree with that. I just want to be able to just use it to hop around the world until we get normal flying back. Right. I'd like to try the course to the Skytop Observatory, and I will attempt to not land the face first into a
I will introduce you to others who will provide
tree or a
information about
rock.
the
Oh,
other
right, this way.
things you may do with your drake.
I don't know why we've got a countdown, because I don't think that's not kind of right. So, see, I managed not to face plant in a rock. I'm very, very proud of myself. Are you proud of me? Yeah, see the trails at the side of the screen? I'm afraid they do work badly against my motion sickness. If I could just turn those off. Number 2, yes? Did I make it? I made it! I made it! Yay! I'm proud of myself. Are you proud of me? I made it. Yeah, I'm just hoping with more practice it'll become easier and my head will adapt to the motion. Right. Let me know down below. Are you loving it or are you having problems with it for some reason? Let's see. I suppose I was so eager to show you our foundation here. I may have flown a bit too fast. My apologies. Don't worry, I got here. There is not much to look at for the moment, as it's been a long time since someone inhabited these terraces. However, we will make them our home again. Now let us introduce you to everyone. Oh, here, where it says it's not much to look at for the moment, I wonder if there's going to be updates to this area then later on. That would be kind of cool to see things advance.
Fair skies and
A new set of horns. Just as mortals do, dragons care very much about their appearance. Your drake is able to change as well, according to what you find and experience. Speak to Glancera at the Rostrum of Transformation and see for yourself. Meet Glancera and use the Rostrum of Transformation to customise your drake. The following will be cast on you. The Rostrum Cipher unlocks the ability to read Drake Watcher manuscripts, which unlock Dragon Isles Drake customisation options at Rostrums of Transformation. And they definitely...
oversees the rostrum of transformation. Talk to her about how your dragon can adapt to new, unique forms.
The appearances seem to be from a lot of different things. They've definitely seen them come from random chests, and I've seen them come from random quests. So I'm not sure of all the ways you can get them. I'm sure someone's making a list or compiled a list already about that. Right, so the rostrum then is across here where all the, like, it kind of looks like bubbles. It's not bubbles, is it though? No, it's like little stars, look. Oh, little stars, right. So Glancera Transformation Trainer. Hello! Good day, Dragon Rider. Ready to learn more about how to make your dragon truly unique? How do I customise my drake? As you explore the Dragon Isles and beyond, you will find different items that will impact the appearance of your drake. Once you have used these items, the options will appear as available to you at the Rostrum of Transformation. So we can learn them without coming back here to use them. You can just learn them as soon as you pick them up. Oh, look, he's got curly horns and he's got pink wings. That's kind of nice, the blue and the pink together. I quite like that. Right, let's talk about something else. Tell me about the Rostrum of Transformation. The Rostrum of Transformation is where you may select a different appearance for your drake based on what you've seen and discovered in the Dragon Isles. Every one of our outposts will have a rostrum if you wish to return to choose a new look. So I'm assuming there's one in each of the zones. Right, so let us... He said new horns, didn't he? So what we want to do is have a look. Now he would give us a... I think he gave us an appearance to change the horns into. So I said horns. Did he say horns? That's not horns, is it? Tail, throat, body, armor, colour, transformation, skin, pattern. Horns. He said change horns. Now I might have an extra one or two because my main's got further than this. Though to be honest, I haven't levelled all the way up because Christmas has been super busy, and so I haven't got round to it. Hopefully I'll be able to do that sometime soon in the new year. Right, so what have we got? We've got a curly one. Right, so look, we've got... Boop. I lost it again. Right, so we've got curly, like double thorn type thing. Subtle, so little horns. Charger horns, so big, like I'm going to protect my entire head with these. And curvy, kind of whimsical. They're a bit more whimsical, aren't they? I did quite like the coiled ones though. Was that the one that we started with? So if I accept that, will that count for using the rostrum? Yes, it will. Right, so I think I want to go back. He was up here, the guy that was teaching us, wasn't he? So I think he's going to want us to go up there. Let's use our ground now. And go and turn that in. It's very pretty though, look, all these little trees. I like the fact that we've got lots of different like whimsical shapes here now, look, because this is a very whimsical, unusual tree. This is your very traditional tree, this one, isn't it? Look, this is a little whimsical. Very pretty, I like it. When I said it sounded like there were going to be differences, look, just a simple one like the stairs being repaired and the vines being taken off the actual stairs. And when I say whimsical trees, look at this. Look at this. Isn't this like wonderful? I mean, it's a ruin and the tree's taken over, but it's kind of like a bonsai shaped tree, isn't it? Like it's been trained to be beautiful, but it's right over this ruin and it's kind of natural and there's little flowers and things. It's really pretty. Just really pretty. Right, in fact, I'm going to take a picture of really pretty for the video screenshot, because we're just probably going to spend the entire time doing this for this first episode here, aren't we? And this will be the first episode I've recorded after Christmas, because the other ones were done before, because I knew I wasn't going to have time during Christmas. A new set of horns. As you explore the Dragon Isles, you will discover even more varied and unique appearances for your dragon riding companion. Both of you shall be able to travel in style, as one must when exploring a new land. How else do you make the best first impression? Well, I don't think it's about first impressions. I think it's about personal choice and taste. Everybody's going to be able to customise their dragon to at least some extent, depending on how many things are available, but everybody's going to want to be able to tweak their mount, and it's kind of the first time we've ever been, yeah, it is the first time we're allowed to actually tweak the mounts a little bit, so it could be a really cool and I think quite popular feature. So yeah, I look forward to seeing what other people do with their mounts and how people's different tastes influence how their dragon looks. Just like it influences how they do their cosmetics. They can do the same now with the dragon. I think that's going to be very popular for a lot of people. Of course, there's going to be some that just don't care because they're just like, the mount gets me from A to B and that's all I care about. But there are going to be a lot of people who really like it. Right, so rostrum cipher unlocks that. Yes, we knew that was going to happen.
Keep your feet off the ground.
Dragon glyphs are new. Obviously, it is not just Glycera and myself that are invested in these adventures. Lithragosa is also excited to help you hone your dragon riding skills, and you have already met Selurmu, which is excellent. There are glyphs around the Dragon Isles that will help you learn more tricks and abilities for dragon riding. In fact, there's one right here in the Skytop Observatory. Once you find it, Lithragosa can help you use it. Collect the dragon glyph at the Skytop Observatory and then speak to Lithragosa to use your talent.
See, you have already met Selurmu, our resident gliding expert. But there is another here who can also teach you about your drake. Seek out Lithragosa and see what she has to say.
So again, thank you Blue Gel for dragging me around the island and getting me all the glyphs. So there's the glyph, and there's another glyph all the way up here on top of this tower. But this one here, right in front of the building, this is the one that they want you to get for the quest. And then once you get it, you come here to see Lithragosa.
Do you seek knowledge?
Tell me about how I can get better. Look for dragon glyphs in the sky to gain more skills in dragon riding. As you collect them, I'll be able to teach you more skills and abilities. Do not worry, some of these may be hard to reach at first. Try exploring as much of the Dragon Isles as you can to gain power. If you have trouble getting them, see what you can learn, speak to me at any of our outposts. Yeah, and if you have serious trouble getting them, get a friend to drag you up as a little tiny whelp. I'm ready. Open the Dragon Riding skill training book. So what they would do then is again give you the point for the first one. And of course you get extra things by doing the campaign, and the further through the campaign you get, the more things you get unlocked. So I've got all of them because thank you Blue Gel for taking me around and getting them. So we get to choose what we're going to add. So what we'll do is we'll unlock everything. So you can unlock everything except here where you have to choose. And here where you have to choose. So there's two where you have to choose. So you can either go for Dragon Rider's Initiative. While Dragon Riding at middle speed and above, you gain stacks of Dragon Rider's Initiative up to 10. When landing at mid to high speeds, you create a shockwave damaging enemies for 158 per stack, split among them, and disorienting them for 3 seconds. Landing at low speed cancels Dragon Riding Initiative. Or, when airborne on a Dragon Isles Drake, you gain stacks of Dragon Rider's Compassion up to 10. When you dismount, you gain a shield worth 1% of your health and gain 1% movement speed per stack, lasting 30 seconds. So you can either get a shield and a bit of movement speed when you land, or you can do a bit of damage and maybe stun people when you land. I think I'm going to go for the stun, because I think the shield is probably going to be more for people who want to tank, I guess. This feels like tanking and this feels like DPS to me. Let me know what you think. So that's why I'm going for that one. And then I'm just going to click all of them, because the more things you've got unlocked, the easier the Dragon Riding becomes. Right, so again we get a choice here. So we can either go for Dragon Rider's Cultivation. Gathering herbs or minerals increases your Vigor recharge rate by 10%. So if you're going to be gathering, that's going to be the one you're going to want to go to. Or Dragon Rider's Hunt. Defeating an enemy increases your Vigor recharge rate by 10% for 3 seconds. This effect can only occur once every 10 seconds. So if you're going to be fighting a lot, you go for this one. If you're going to be gathering a lot, you think with the character, you go for this one. I think this character is probably going to be mainly a gatherer once we get to end game, rather than somebody I play all the time for farming things. So I'm going to go for that, for the cultivation one. And then we can go for the rest of these points here. I'm not going to read them all, because it's a lot of text and that would probably take too long. Right, so now we've done that, we go back again, I think. No, we don't. We've got to go to... Oh, we're going to a different person now. Where are we going? Oh, I forgot we came over here. Oh, this is going to be talking about the races, isn't it? Talk to Silver. Good day, Dragon Rider. Ready to learn more about how to fly in harmony with the dragon? The Waking Shores Tour. Right, so this is the quest to go and do all of the race tracks, which I'm trying to do that on my main character. Not sure I really want to do that on the rest. Not fun for me. Makes me feel ill, I have to be honest. So I'm going to probably skip that one. I'm going to untrack that. I don't even know if we're going to do that quest, I have to be honest. So that's that done. Right, so now we can go back up the hill. I like a little shrine here, look, with a dragon statue. Pretty. Look, butterflies. Right, so up here we go.
The sky calls.
As you can see, those of us from the different flights have all come together to aid our drakes and yourself. We are all ready for adventure. Of course, we've not yet convinced or found a member of the Black Dragonflight to join us, but someday they may.
Keep your feet off the ground.
Return to the Ruby Life Shrine, and this is just the beginning of your dragon riding journey. Keep your eyes open for new adventures and experiences throughout the Dragon Isles, and be sure to visit us in any of our outposts. For now, return to Alexstrasza to continue your exploration in these lands. Return to the Ruby Life Shrine, okay?
Yes, keep watch for our outposts. They are all over the Dragon Isles. As you explore, we will be there to aid you in your dragon riding journey. For now, farewell, and discover all.
And if you want to get more height to go back, you can take the ferry higher up. Did I set? I think I set my Hearthstone. I did set my Hearthstone to the Ruby Life Shrine, so you can just teleport back if anything goes wrong. Right, so if you take the ferry, she's going to put you high up, you see, so... Right, so where is... That's the Ruby Life Shrine, isn't it, over there? So that's where we want to go. So if we want to go... It's one's fast forward, isn't it? Yes. So, let's... So if I go in a straight line and don't deviate too much, the motion blur is still affecting my head, I have to be honest. But I think that we can land here without too much trouble. Da-dum! So I think now if we talk to Alexstrasza, the main quest chain will continue. And we may just leave the video here once we pick this quest up, because I have to be honest, my head is not quite right.
Where there is life, there is hope.
Welcome back. There is much more to do here, but know that you do not take to the skies alone. Who brought the ruckus? That was no ordinary quake. Discover the commotion at the Ruby Life Shrine.
Is the land shifting?
I sense this may be much worse.
Let's go see what's going on then, shall we, just before we finish? And then we've got a few side quests, and then we've got some sort of commotion going on here. Definitely want to see what that's all about before we leave. Oh, here's Major Domo, here's the Queen, right. Oh, cutscene.
A storm.
Oh, that's not good. Razaga.
Major Domo, protect the eggs below while I distract Razagath. She will not harm our young.
What is your need?
As much as I wish to follow my queen into battle, I must prove worthy of her trust and protect the Life Shrine.
I will await you.
The primary threat. There are far too many vulnerable eggs to secure. If the enemy breaks through, all is lost. I'm sure our guards are mustering on the field to push them back. Speak to Commander Lethanak, and he will use your strength where it will be most helpful. Find Commander Lethanak at the Flash Frost Assault. And that is what we will do in the next episode.
Your rival is not always your enemy.
Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. From Sofkita99, goodbye and happy games!